inform you on. First is about the consultations we had on MINUSO. The Council was briefed by USG LV Ladsut and SRSG Kim Boduk on the situation surrounding MINUSO in accordance with Resolution 2285. As you know, there have been progress, and the Security Council welcomed the progress so far made in the effort by all sides for the return to full functionality of MINUSO. At the same time, the Security Council members expressed strong hope that this goal that I mentioned, return to full functionality of MINUSO, can be reached as soon as possible. Many members also pointed to the importance of the resumption of direct negotiations towards a political solution that will provide for the self-determination of the people of Western Sahara. So that is my first point. The second point concerns the straw poll. I would like to announce that the second straw poll will be conducted by the Security Council. This will be held on the 5th of August. So that will not be under my presidency. Any further questions I think you may like to ask the next president. So those are the 2 points. I think, sorry, I saw your hand come up first.
Thank you, Ambassador. On the situation in Aleppo, were there discussions for a possible product from the Security Council endorsing this call for 48-hour ceasefire? Thank you.
Well, we did not discuss Aleppo this afternoon. The answer that I gave you yesterday is that obviously the members wanted things to proceed, and I think it is being followed up in ISSG. Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. On MINUSO, I wanted to know, it was said today at the UN noon briefing that the 25 are in, but it was unclear what the next steps would be. Did Mr. Latsus lay out any next steps of additional staff coming back? And did you receive the Polisario letter and circulate it, which says that this is not enough?
Well, as I said, I mean, the importance stressed by Mr. Latsus and also I think the Council members is that it's not the figures that are important, but the return to full functionality. I think there was an agreement by the Secretariat as well as the Council members that we had not reached that goal of full functionality, and that moves are certainly needed. There were, of course, discussions about the details, but I don't think it would be appropriate for me to review the details. Ma'am.
Did Mr. Latsus give any indication of how many more civilian staff need to return for the mission to reach full functionality again?
Well, I think the question was centered around, how much is necessary. I think there were some figures mentioned about different areas and all that, but as I said, I don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about specific figures at this moment. Yes?
Mr. Ambassador, going back to the letter that was sent to the Council from the Polisario Front, was that letter discussed at all? And one of the key points in it was calling for a resumption of negotiations very quickly. Was this circulated and discussed?
Well, we did not discuss the letter as such, but as I said, the Council members, many Council members, pointed to the importance of resuming this political process, and I think there was no opposition to that. Obviously, people agreed that there should be a resumption of talks, consultations, in order to, as I said earlier, to provide for self-determination of the people. There was a discussion. I don't think there was any discrepancy within the Council about that point. Yes, sir?
Ambassador, is the Council going to follow up on this issue of MINURSO? Do you expect any other meetings or any time frame to see the return to full functionality?
Well, I think the Secretariat mentioned several opportunities on which they might be reporting, but the Council will continue to watch the situation, and if there's an appropriate situation or appropriate occasion, I think we will be discussing. But at this moment, there are no fixed dates or occasions for that.
On the attack on the UN base in Mogadishu, Somalia, has anyone proposed a statement? Do you expect the Council to speak in some way on this?
I do not know of any move right now. Thank you very much.
Mesdames et Messieurs, comme vient de vous l'exposer le président du Conseil de sécurité, le sous-secrétaire général des Nations Unies, M. Latsous, responsable d'IPKO, a fait sa présentation sur la MINURSO, ainsi que la représentante spéciale du secrétaire général, Mme Bourduc, qui est venue de l'AION, et a également donné un aperçu exhaustif sur l'accord qui a été conclu entre le Maroc et le secrétariat. Également, le fonctionnement, il a bien prouvé que le fonctionnement de la MINURSO suite à cet accord. Les États membres du Conseil de sécurité ont salué le package qui a été conclu entre le Maroc et le secrétariat pour la pleine fonctionnalité de la MINURSO dans le cadre de son mandat et tel que précisé dans les résolutions successives du Conseil de sécurité. Les pays membres ont également se sont félicités des efforts consentis par le Maroc pour parvenir à ce package. Ils ont également salué tout ce qu'a fait le Maroc, tout ce qu'il a entrepris afin de permettre à la MINURSO de fonctionner même durant la crise passée. Enfin, dernier élément, tout le monde s'est félicité de cette nouvelle dynamique qui a pratiquement mis fin à la crise entre le secrétariat des Nations Unies et le Royaume du Maroc. Voilà ce que je tenais à partager avec vous, juste pour confirmer que l'ambiance du débat était très positive, très optimiste sur l'avenir et surtout un plein appui au secrétariat pour la mise en œuvre de cet accord et surtout le renouvellement de la confiance au Maroc. Je voudrais juste rappeler que tous les pays ont salué l'engagement réitéré du Maroc pour la mise en œuvre de ce package. Oui.
Mr. Ambassador, in English, I'm going to
Yes, please.
Could you give us any details of this agreement? How many staff members do you expect to have back to MINURSO after this first 25?
As the Secretariat have already explained previously, 25 are already back in Lyon. The rest of those who will be back, I think, is a question of micromanagement by the Secretariat. But I would like to precise one thing. The problem is not the number. The problem is the functionality. The problem is the efficiency. The problem is the mandate. So I think the Secretariat, as well as all the members, understood and defend the fact that what is important is to resume the confidence between the two parties and also to work together, Morocco and the Secretariat, and create the momentum that will permit to the MINURSO to work normally.
The President of the Council said, I mean, it's a direct quote, he said it has not yet reached the goal of full functionality. So according to you, like what Are you committed to, he said that was the consensus in the Council, that it has not reached that. What would it take to reach that? How soon can it reach that? And on the African Union, also the French ambassador was talking about your moves there. Can you explain what steps it would take to join for the first time, as some say, or rejoin the African Union?
My dear Mathieu, I know that you are always putting doubts about the intention and the political will of Morocco. But be sure that we never commit ourselves, we deliver. So there is a political commitment that the implementation of the package between Secretariat and Morocco will be fully done. Concerning the EU, I'm very happy that you raised this question. Many countries congratulate Morocco for the decision to reintegrate the EU, and they believe, and they have already expressed that in this meeting, that such démarche, such initiative will help in creating a new momentum within the EU, and so creating a new atmosphere in our region of the Arab Maghreb, Yuma.
Do you want anyone expelled from the African Union? I guess that's what I'm asking. What are the conditions for joining or rejoining?
We have already, I can send you the letter of the 28 head of states of Africa, of the EU members, asking Morocco to reintegrate, and in the same time demanding suspension of the Polisario. It's very clear. I can send you the letter, and I hope you will put it on your sit. Promise? Good. This afternoon you will have it. Yes, please.
As you've said, 25 UN civilian staff have returned. How many more does Morocco believe need to return for the mission to have full functionality?
I think that the full functionality is a principle that has been agreed by all parties. And the discussion within the Security Council this afternoon showed that it's a question of confidence, first of all, between the two parties, and the confidence is there. The second point is the implementation. The implementation have already started 2 weeks ago, so that's why 25 people are already there. And third, as I said, and the president of the Security Council said, the problem is not, the issue is not the number. The issue is the full functionality, is the efficiency, is the mandate. And resolutions of Security Council are very clear on that, and Morocco will be committed with this. Please. This is, there is, as I said, there is a package that the Secretariat will be in charge to implement. And Morocco is partner of the Secretariat. The important is that the crisis is over as far as there is this package. Yes, please.
The Council President said that the Council wanted full functionality to be returned as soon as possible. On Morocco's part, how long will that take? He used those words standing here just a few minutes ago.
It's not this agreement is two sides, two partners. It's not only Morocco, it's the Secretariat. For us, we are committed. We agreed on something that had been negotiated with the Secretariat. Up to now, you didn't hear a single word of grievances or complaint from the Secretariat that Morocco didn't deliver. So please, don't anticipate negatively. Don't put doubt about our goodwill. Ask the Secretariat, and they will give you all the indication. But don't focus on negative things that are not occurring for the time being. But we are optimistic. And Morocco, as I said, Morocco is a credible country, committed, and will always deliver as far as he had an agreement with the Secretariat. And the agreement is there.
So after this agreement, how many more civilian staff will
That's I said, the problem is not the number. The problem is not the number. Please don't focus on the number. Problem is the efficiency, is the mandate, is the full functionality. And the Secretariat is very satisfied with what's going on. That's all. Last question.
With whom in the Secretariat did Morocco negotiate this package? Was it Mr. Ladsous? Was it Ms. Baldock? Was it Mr. Ben Omar? Was it Mr. Ross? Who do we ask? You said to ask, so I wanted to know who do we ask?
You ask the Secretariat. We are negotiating with Secretariat there also. I know you have very vicious questions, but I understood what you mean. And I hope that also in the other side you can put such vicious question, but I will answer you. We are negotiating with Secretariat. It's not a question of person. The important is the agreement, is the package. Who negotiated is not very important. So, thank you very much.